welcome to the video. And the first thing you may have noticed is we're in a different spot. And the reason for that is we are making a Lego City, and if you're new to the channel, card's right there. And if you're not new to the channel, you realize that we are not in the same location because there is not the whiteboard, and there is not a whiteboard up there. And the reason we're filming here is the Lego City, and we can't film anything like this if, well, Lego City's right everywhere. Okay, and now that that's cleared up, we're gonna be talking about this. And this is, well, the theory behind this, with the strings and how they're angled and everything, positioned, is called tensangresity. And essentially what that is, well, the 3 strings, and you can have 5. So I'm going to be explaining how this thing works, because it is literally floating. So it's not attached to anything, no invisible bricks, only strings, no green screening, no tricks like that. And hopefully I can get it back up again. Okay, there we go. I had some troubles with it before, but that's all figured out now. So how this works is this string in the middle, it takes all the weight. So that one is, that string is, okay. That string is the load-bearing string. So this part of it is, all of that weight is attached at the bottom right here, and there's nothing right here, as evident by when I just dropped it. There's nothing holding this up, it's only the strings. And how it does it is this string, all of the weight of this is resting on this string, so it's essentially hanging, just like a wrecking ball on a chain, and all that weight is just hanging there. But it's not below, it's on top of. And how this stays upright and not just fall over is these 2 strings. Now, most of the weight is on this side of the string. So this structure, sculpture is the correct name, I believe, for it, tensangresity sculpture. Not much of a sculpture right now, but all of the weight is mostly here. And I did have one issue where it wasn't there. It did work, and then I added some stuff up here to kind of make it nicer and flatter and everything, and then it shifted the weight just enough that it didn't work. So all throughout this whole column, I put a whole bunch of these little pegs in, and it took a little bit to find them all. But all of that plastic, all of those pins are on this side of the string. So I've shifted the weight so that it's balanced. But I've added more weight, and that means it wants to tip. So because I've made it this side heavy, it wants to go that way. Now that's where these 2 strings come in. And those 2 strings, they keep it from falling that way. So it wants to fall that way. It really wants to go that way. But these strings, because they're on this side, it's pulling it up. And as it pulls it up, it makes the strings tight, and it can't move anymore. So because it can't move that way, and it can't move this way, because all the weight's on that side, the only other options are to fall this way or that way. And how that's solved is there's not just one string, but there's 2. So because they're on either side, it wants to fall that way. It might want to go that way, but because this string is on this side, so it's basically like, it's a 2-way method of it wants to fall one way, and then, or technically three-way, where it wants to fall one way, but it can't because there's a string holding it there. There's one this way, which is that way, which I just explained, and then there's the other way, so it wants to fall that way, but this string is holding it back. And the same is true for the other way, so if it wants to fall towards me, this string holds it back, and it can't actually go anywhere, so the only option left is to just stay still. Well, that's it for this video, and if you like the video, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell to see when we upload our next video. And if you want to see one of the videos on the behind the scenes of this, or if you want to see how we set this set up with all the lights and cameras and everything, the video for that is going to be right here, and the video for behind the scenes is going to be right there. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.